everyone, today's review is going to be about Abi Elphinstone's brilliant Rumblestar. It is the first in a series called the Unmapped Chronicles. The book isn't the thickest one I've read, and the writing is, medium, so it could take you a few days, a few hours, maybe even a week, depending on how fast you read. It's about Casper, a boy who is a complete scaredy cat. You could say he is allergic to adventures. Because of the terrible storms that are happening throughout the world, every student in the little wallop school needs to stay inside the school walls. So when a mean girl from his class follows Casper into the turret that he and his parents are staying in, Casper hides in the large grandfather clock and finds a peculiar girl in dungarees crouching in there. Thinking he's a thief, the girl, who Casper discovered is called Utterly Thankless, whisks him away to Rumblestar, one of the Unmapped Kingdoms. He learns about the evil harpy, Morg, and her followers, whom she calls the Midnights. Morg is planning on taking over all of the Unmapped Kingdoms, but will she succeed? Find out by buying, reading, and enjoying this book. This book has very extraordinary things in it. I mentioned a mean girl in the description of the book, and that's something. The book addresses bullying in school and bullying in general in a very interesting way. I mean, most bullies aren't just plain mean, they just don't know what to do with all their sadness and anger, so they let it out on other people, like Utterly. While other bullies think that they are better than everyone else, like Candida, the mean girl. She and her friend Leopold thought that because they were rich, that they were better than everyone else. But really, they're not. In the book it said that Leopold wasn't very bright. It says that if he was asked to revise his 2 times tables, he would break out in a sweat. That's one thing. Another thing was simply the imagination. It mentions characters like drizzlehags, cloud giants, and midnights. It also mentioned other things. I think they were called weather trolls. They write scrolls for weather, and the dragons come to pick them up. This is basically creating the weather for our world. The drizzlehags kind of creep me out. I mean, it mentioned things like pickling Casper and Utterly's eyes. But still, read the book. Also, the place names. It has a little map at the start of the book, which shows all the places, like Shiverbark Forest, Dapplemere, the Smoking Chimneys, the Dusky Peaks, the Edge, the Neverlate Tree, and the Witch's Fingers. The Witch's Fingers are like a set of, it's a one river which splits into 3 parts in Rumblestar, but they're such cool names. Utterly and Casper were very unlikely friends. They started off as just working together because they had to, went on to being friendly, but then they had a fight and said mean things to each other, and then they became friends. As I said, it was a very unlikely friendship. Now, last but not least, there are what I would call false complexities. There was a character who seemed like a good guy, but then he did something bad. So I thought that he was actually on Morg's side. But then I discovered the truth. I'd better not say any more because I'll ruin the story for you. As you may know, this book was 2nd place in my top 10 English books video. And if you haven't watched it, make sure you do straight away. Well, after this video. The link is in the description below. Rumblestar gets a perfect rating, of course, and I recommend it to children above the age of 9. If you enjoyed any of the books or authors, which I'll be naming in a second, you'll definitely like this book. But if you didn't like or haven't read any of the following, that's fine too. You should still give Rumblestar a try. So, if you liked the Frostheart series, Thomas Taylor's Legends of Erie-on-Sea, which includes Malamander and Gargantus, the Pinch of Magic series by Michelle Harrison, or any of Sinead O'Hart's books, then you will adore this book. Please give us a like, subscribe, and hit on the notification bell that you can watch our latest Bookmonster reviews as soon as they're up. Bye!